Hey, it's Maverick Mike here, and the question is, if I believe in God, should I call myself a Christian? That's a decision that you're going to have to make. Now, some people don't call themselves Christians. They might call themselves a follower of God or a disciple of Jesus, whatever label you want to use. Now, let's talk about labels for a second. One of the downsides of using a label to describe yourself is that some people might pigeonhole you into a certain way of let's say they might view you a certain way and you might not intend that, okay? So for example, if you call yourself a Christian, let's say if your family members might not necessarily be Christians, so they might view that as a rejection of the family. They might view like, oh, you have a different allegiance now, you hate our family, you're rejecting our family, so they might have a negative reaction to the term Christian, even though you're not intending it. So just keep in mind how you're using, keep in mind the emotional connections tied with certain labels. Okay, so if you don't want that response from your family members, let's say, well, you don't have to use it. Like, you don't have to necessarily label yourself anything. Okay, you could just say, well, I'm somebody who I enjoy reading the Bible and I try to follow the teachings of Jesus, or something like that. I think that's fine. That's going to be a lot less threatening than if you said you were a Christian in certain contexts. So obviously, if you are living in a context where the word Christian is even more loaded, you might even want to stay away from that even more so, okay? So, for example, if you're in a Muslim area and there's a lot of negative Christian sentiment, for good reasons or not, okay, you might want to stay away from that term. Yeah, so just be careful how you label yourself, and you make your own choice how you want to label yourself. I hope that helps.